Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to the Muslims all around the globe. I mean, the Muslims or the true believers I'm referring to. Uh, I don't know. I'm saying this because it is in line with the commandment of the Holy Quran, which I believe in. That when I get in, I should say salam. So if you are not okay with it, uh, let me keep my salam with me. Then the program can continue. If I will
So,
first say anything, uh, you've talked of a series of things today, but I think if you can just let us make it one after the other, so we know what we are talking about. We are not
that's
mixing things together.
no,
So
of
the
course.
very first thing I want you to point out to me is, what do you understand by miracle?
No, so first and foremost, you're saying to us that we've spoken about a lot of things. Actually, this is not the case. The last 3 hours, well, 2.5 hours after our initial introduction, the last 2.5 hours was based on one question and one question only. It was about whether Mirza Ghulam, to provide evidence of what Mirza Ghulam stated, that a
It's fine,
woman.
it's fine, it's fine. I
Okay, so
get
that
you.
was the only. Okay, so that was the only
So
question.
let's just take it one after the other because
Hold
the
on.
other,
Okay.
the
However,
issue right now.
no, but Yusuf, hold on a second. The thing is, the reason why I've directed that question to two doctors is because it's a medical question. Now, with you, if you want to address this, I don't mind, but the same question will be applied to you. However, because you're not, I don't think you're a doctor or have knowledge in the medical field or anything like that. You can address it if you want to, but in order to provide some progress to the stream, I want to go into the aspect of this idea, this historical claim that she was 6 to 7 months pregnant, and then because of this shame that would have been brought on her, she got married to Joseph the carpenter, and 2 months later she gave birth to Isa alayhi salam. So that's the question I would like you to address. However, if you feel like you have something to address regarding
Okay,
the
the first thing I just want to say
Yamini,
is,
but
no,
Yamini,
no,
before he address this one, you need to add that he said that Sayyida Maryam Salamun alayha, she used to hang around with Yusuf the carpenter before her nikah with him. We have
okay,
given this. So join these two things together. She was
no problem.
hanging around with Yusuf without nikah, number one. And number two, that she started to live with him after nikah, and then after 2 months, Jesus was born. So both of these things together.
Inshallah.
okay, to address this, I would like you to also make it one after the other. I mean, I will not address two things together so that no one will accuse me of waffling. Give me one, let me answer.
Okay,
We'll
she
see.
was hanging with Yusuf without nikah. Address this
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
She was hanging with Yusuf without nikah. Can you provide the reference of the page you are talking about?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. In the
Let's show it.
meantime, you can address the other one. I bring us in, no problem. You can address the
Okay.
second point in the meantime.
Then
Let's
you
take the
ask the
time.
second point.
Yeah. The second point was that she was living with Yusuf when she was pregnant with Jesus, and then 2 months later, Jesus was born. Do you believe in this?
She got married to. She was married to him.
Yeah. Yes, go ahead and
Do you, do
address
I
this one.
you ask if I believe in this?
Mhm.
Yes,
In this
that's the first
concept?
question. That's
Okay.
the first question. Do you believe that she was? Do you believe that Maryam
You
Salamun
said
alayha?
Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salatu wasalam
Listen,
made this
Yusuf,
statement, right?
listen the question again. Okay, I put a reference with regard to hanging around with Yusuf. In the meantime, the question is that do you believe that Sayyida Maryam Salamun alayha, she was pregnant with Isa alayhi salam when she got married with Yusuf, and then she moved in her house when she was 7 months pregnant, and then 2 months later she gave birth to Isa. Do you believe in this event which Mirza Ghulam has quoted? That's my question.
Inshallah,
What
provide the reference. Bring up the
can you
reference.
just show me the reference of that statement first?
Do
Do
you
you
know?
read Urdu?
Do you
Yeah.
know?
No, I understand
Akhi,
Urdu. Urdu is not my problem. So you can provide it in Urdu as well.
Yamini, look at this one because Razi is also there. Razi is also there we can bring somebody else. Inshallah, he wants to waste our time. We already produced
No,
all
I'm
the
not
references.
wasting your
No,
time. I just
he
want
said
you
he
to be
knows.
factual. I'm not wasting your time. I'm ready to
Inshallah, pull
respond
up
to
the
Okay,
whatever
reference.
you
then
ask,
go
but
back
one after the other.
and stream again. Go back and watch again. I produced it in the beginning. Go back and watch again.
No, reason why I'm saying this is let's know where a particular statement
Pull
is
up the
made.
reference, inshallah, for him. Imtiaz.
Okay.
Akhi
Yes,
Yamani,
because
in this way,
no, when we know
whatever we
where
are doing, in
a
order to
particular
produce
reference is
references,
made,
are we going to
We
go this way?
provided the references right in the beginning of the screen. If you are watching, if you're not watching, we can do that again. But do you think we're not able to produce references, or why are you asking for references? What's your question?
no, so that if I say that, for example, I may accuse you of quoting out of context, that is why.
Okay,
So I don't want to accuse you of that.
okay, we're telling you that we're not quoting out of context. Mirza said that Mary would have been hanging around with Joseph before marriage. There are
What
references on the screen now.
There's the reference.
Okay, now
Okay,
this
yes.
this is the reference for hanging around, volume 14, page 300. Okay, go
read
ahead
it
now.
out.
Volume 14, page 300, Rouhani Khazain. You want me to read
Okay,
it?
yes, exactly.
Huh?
Exactly. I want you to read it out.
Okay. हजरत मरियम सद्दीका का अपने मंसूब यूसुफ के साथ कब्ल निकाह फिरना इस इसराइली रस्म पे पुख्ता शहादत है. This means that Mary's hanging around with Yusuf before nikah is a witness on this Israeli culture or practice or custom. And he gave the reference from the Qabail or the tribes of Afghanistan.
Okay, now.
Okay. And the book is Ayyam al-Sulh, Rouhani Khazain, volume 14, page 300. The reference is on the screen, where Mirza is saying that Maryam was hanging around with Yusuf before nikah, which is basically a slander.
Okay.
هذا بهتان عظيم.
Okay,
هذا بهتان عظيم.
if I produce the same statement from Tafsir Tabari, will you accept it?
Okay, produce it.
Okay.
No. Wait. Adnan bhai, wait. Are we going into trap again? First of all, brother, you tell us that are you believing in this or are you rejecting this? Then we go on to second point. Do you believe that Maryam? Do you believe, Yusuf, that Maryam Salamun Alaiha, she was hanging around with Yusuf without nikah? Do you believe in this?
Do I believe?
Yes.
Okay, I accept the statement that Maryam
What does that mean? Do you
Alaiha
believe that?
was.
No, wait. Do you believe? My question is very specific. Do you believe that the Maryam Salamun Alaiha, which is in the Quran, which Quran has praised, which Quran has praised, Ahsan Farjaha, and Quran has given her many praises. This woman was hanging around with Yusuf without nikah.
A non-mahram.
Yes.
If after saying I believe, if I bring it out of your own book as well, will you accept it?
Brother,
okay, wait,
brother, look.
1 second. Imtiaz bhai, do you believe this statement made by Mirza or not?
I believe this statement was made by Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. That's fine.
Do you believe that Maryam was hanging around with Yusuf before nikah as stated by Mirza?
Depending on the context for which he is talking.
Listen. Mirza is saying that this is what he was doing because this is a witness. He's making an endorsement of the statement. Mirza is making this statement because he believes in it.
Reason why I'm saying this is you have quoted a page right now. I mean, it shouldn't be like a Christian quoting a page.
Brother, we're not.
Wait.
Brother,
Let me finish my statement, please.
Yeah, no, wait, Yusuf. Again, we want to save our time. We don't want to wait. Do you believe that Maryam, because Mirza said it, we read it, we translated it, we put the page number there, it's there. We can't. The problem is, a lot of our African brothers fall for this cult because they don't know the Urdu language. Our African brothers they fall for this cult. And this is why this cult has moved to Africa to convert our gullible, our brothers and sisters in Africa to this cult because they don't know Urdu.
But have I told you I don't
In
understand Urdu?
Pakistan, they're losing people. They're
Have I
losing
told you I
people
don't understand Urdu?
Sorry?
Have I told you I don't understand Urdu? How does that relate to me right now?
Okay, Yusuf. Do you believe Maryam was hanging around with Yusuf before nikah?
I've responded to you clearly.
Sorry?
Based on the context which the Prophet ﷺ was speaking, I accept it and I believe in it.
Okay, good. The
Okay,
Quran
now wait, Adnan, just 1 second. So Adnan, just 1 second. Okay, Yusuf, look at this one. Let's make it simple for the people, okay? Anyone who said this, that Sayyida Maryam Salamun Alayha, that righteous woman which is in the Quran, she was hanging around with anybody, or in this case with Yusuf, as a non-mahram without her nikah. This person has committed a blasphemy. Now, wait.
He's a kafir.
Okay,
Yes.
now let me also say something.
Okay, wait. I'll tell you
Let
why.
me say something.
1 second, Yusuf.
Let me say something before you tell me why.
Let him produce this quote from At-Tabari.
Let me say something before telling you why.
1
The
second.
terminology you have used, the terminology you have used is hanging around, right? Which has a derogatory meaning, right?
No. Wait. You trust. I read to translate. We says that she says Hazrat Maryam Siddiqa अपने मंसूब यूसुफ के साथ कबल निकाह के फिरना इस इसराइली रस्म पे पुख्ता शहादत है. You are more than welcome to take help from anyone and translate this one, no matter how you want to translate. The subject matter remains Yusuf. The subject matter is Sayyida Maryam Salamun Alayha. She is being with someone without her nikah. That's
exactly. I like that word, being with someone. So let's keep it like that. Don't use the word hanging around.
Yusuf, you need to translate it for us. Bagair nikah, kabal nikah ke firna. You need to translate.
Yes, moving around.
Okay, wait. Yusuf, moving around. And Mirza goes on to say, 1 second. And then Mirza goes on to say, मगर ख़वानीन सरहदी के बाज़ कबाइल में ये मुमासिलत औरतों की अपनी मंसूबों से हद से ज्यादा होती है, हत्ता के बाज़ औक़ात निकाह से पहले हमल भी हो जाता है, जिसको बुरा नहीं मानते बल्कि हंसी ठट्टे में बात को टाल देते हैं, क्योंकि यहूद की तरह ये लोग नाता को एक किस्म का निकाह ही जानते हैं जिसमें पहले मेहर भी मुकर्रर हो जाता है. He's saying that in some cases these women get pregnant before nikah, okay, and they don't consider it a bad thing. Among the Yahud, this was a culture, this was a tradition. That's what Mirza
but
is
he didn't
claiming.
say that. He didn't say that for Maryam.
1 second. Mirza is claiming here that Maryam used to hang around with Yusuf.
The word hang around is what I'm not taking from
One
you.
second.
But he's only wasting our time. We have made.
No, I'm not wasting your time. I told you I have reference to show you as well.
Yusuf. Before you go, what does the Quran say about Maryam alayhi salam? What does she say to the angel?
The Holy Quran.
Yusuf,
what she said to the angel?
Yeah. What did she say? That no man has touched me.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so how could she be hanging around with Yusuf?
No, that is what I disagree with you. The word hanging around.
Brother, if you want to disbelieve and go to Jahannam, it's up to you. Go to Jahannam. You will be believing in a Punjabi
the moderator, Ali Yemeni, please, let's be fair with this particular thing. Ali Yemeni.
Yusuf, respect our time as well. We have made the point very clear.
And no, you should rather respect the time.
Wait.
The moderator should please listen to us. The moderator, please listen to us. If I disagree on a particular point,
Yusuf,
if I disagree on a particular thing.
Look, the thing is here, look, Yusuf, what is being implied very heavily by Mirza is that Maryam alayhi salam, a'udhu billah, was was a fornicator. That's essentially what he's saying.
Na'udzubillah, that is never the case.
That is exactly
You
what he's
know.
implying.
No,
That is exactly what he is.
that is why I disagree with you.
No, but this is what
Akhi Yamani, with all brother, with all respect, Akhi Yamani, he has already conceded that he has no problem in this one, in believing in this one, that Maryam Salamun Alaiha, she's being
Wait,
Yusuf.
I have a question.
She's being with Yusuf without nikah. He has no
I have
problem
a
with
question.
that. You have to
I have
know
a
our
question.
point.
1 second, Imtiaz bhai.
No,
Yusuf, do you have a sister or a daughter?
I have a sister.
Would you allow her to hang around with a man without nikah?
The word hang around is what I rejected.
Brother, question. Answer my question. You, Yusuf, okay, who's not a prophet, okay, yeah, would you allow your sister to hang around with another man?
The word hang around is what I disagree with.
Okay,
Brother,
to move with other man, to move around.
To move around, to travel with another man, to travel with another man with your permission, with your knowledge.
Please, to travel with my permission, with my knowledge is a different thing.
Brother
Travel
Yusuf,
is a
answer my
different thing.
question.
To move is a
Would you
different
allow
thing.
your sister to travel with another man, non-mahram, with your sister?
To travel.
Yes.
Why don't you just bring the point on what is going on straightforward?
Yusuf, answer my question. Simple question. Would you allow your sister to hang around? The Urdu word there is pirna. Pirna meaning going around, hanging around.
No,
Pirna
going
means
around, I
hanging around,
accept
going
it.
around. Would
Going
you
around,
allow
I
your
accept
sister,
it.
Yusuf?
Going around, I accept it.
Adnan bhai, with all respect, Adnan bhai, I would say that if people want to think that Yusuf has a very strong point to make by debating this word, firna and hanging on, and let them decide. I think, Yamani, with the best of my intention, I don't want to go further with Yusuf. We are done with him.
No. Please, the moderator, please be very fair on this particular point. I can easily, when the statement was made, if all because of the word hang around is the disagreement, does that worth to kick someone out?
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
Obviously.
No.
So let's discuss the topic we are discussing.
Hold on
If
a
you
second.
use the word hang
Yusuf,
around, I consider
Yusuf.
it derogatory. That is why I rejected it.
Yusuf.
And I do not believe Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad would have the concept of hang around in relation to Maryam radiyallahu ta'ala anha.
Look, Yusuf, the thing is, look, I understand what you're saying. Well, as soon and I commend you for the fact that when I explained to you what Mirza is actually meaning and heavily implying, the first thing you were like was "A'udhu billah," you wholeheartedly rejected the idea that she was "A'udhu billah," a fornicator, right? But the truth of the matter is that this is exactly what he is heavily implying without explicitly saying it, because he knows what the implications are.
You said it doesn't explicitly say it. Allah the Almighty say in the Holy Quran, "Ijtanibu kathiran min az-zon." For the fact that he did not explicitly say it.
Sure. All right. The issue here is that the implication is very clear, right? Hence why I said it was heavily implied, which means you can tell what is being meant even though it's not being explicitly said.
No, so, Brother Yamini, Brother Yamini, please, Akhi, 1 minute. Okay, listen very carefully. In the same passage, in the next line, he said that it is common that these women, Afghan women, I'm not saying this, I'm just quoting Mirza Ghulam, Maazallah. Afghan people are very respectful people. Alhamdulillah, they are great people. I'm just quoting this Kafir Mirza Ghulam. He said that Afghan women, they go to the extent when they get pregnant. He said that Afghan women are like that. And then he draw a comparison. He said that sometimes they get pregnant as well. Now, my question to you is, when he is discussing that Maryam Salamun Alaiha, she is hanging around or moving around or going around with Yusuf, and in the next line, he's saying that some of these women in those cultures, they get pregnated as well. Why he said this? Why?
Before
now,
nikah,
I will answer this.
Mentions,
now, let me answer this in particular. Now, let me answer this in particular.
Let him
Hazrat
answer
Mirza
it.
Ghulam Ahmad,
Let him answer this.
Hazrat
inshallah.
Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salatu wasalam already stated that Maryam was devoted to the mosque, right?
That's Quran,
No.
brother. We don't Mirza to say
No.
this.
Okay. Please, I say I'm answering. If if this is taken that Maryam is devoted to the worship, is already sacrificed for the worship
No.
of.
No.
Look,
Al-Hakam.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no.
wait. What
Al-Hakam.
if I'm able to
Al-Hakam.
if I'm able to produce
Al-Hakam.
this statement? Will Muhammad
Al-Hakam.
Imtiaz consider
Al-Hakam.
himself to be a
No,
liar?
wait, Yusuf. Wait. Al-Hakam Akhbar, Al-Hakam newspaper, 24th of July, 1902, page number 16. Mirza said that when Maryam got pregnated, the elders of the community, they quickly married her with Yusuf and they kicked them off the temple.
That means she was in temple before, right?
Wait.
No. This was
No,
this
okay,
is what
fine.
the point. She was in the temple, right?
No games.
Brother
No,
Yusuf.
Yusuf, no games. Yusuf, no games.
No.
He said this. He said that when Maryam got pregnated in a mysterious way, listen very carefully. Al-Hakam, 1902, 24th of July, page number 16. He said that when they saw that Maryam has pregnancy mysteriously, then they approached Yusuf, and Yusuf was an old man. They requested Yusuf, can you marry this woman? He said, I don't want to marry her. They have to convince Yusuf, and then they immediately, Basurat, the Urdu word is Basurat. They immediately, quickly,
You are
they
the moderator, right?
get Yusuf and Mary, and they let them
Ali
off the
Amini, you are the
temple
moderator.
because they do not want people
Please,
to
let's
talk
take the
bad
points
about the
one
temple.
after the other.
but this is
No,
the
Yusuf.
point. Hold on a
No,
second.
I don't want it to be like
Listen,
I'm interrupting when
Yusuf,
he
Yusuf.
talks.
Guys, it's very
You go
simple.
ahead.
No,
You
Ali
go
Amini
Guys,
sir, let me,
it's-
Mr. Ali
Yeah.
Amini, let me just speak
It's
with
very
you directly
simple.
one
have
on
no
one.
knowledge.
I
You
asked
have
a
to
simple
go
question.
ahead.
Promise.
Listen.
Yamani,
Can you just
Yamani,
see?
this is a
Can you
disrespect.
just see?
This person has no knowledge.
Hold on.
Please don't shout, everyone. I
Yeah.
asked a very simple question from Yusuf. Would he allow his sister to phirna, hanging around with another man? He was very reluctant to answer the question because his own fitra, his own ghira wouldn't allow it.
I was reluctant
His
because
own
of the
ghira wouldn't
terminology
allow
you
it.
used, which
If he
wasn't the
allows his
terminology
sister to
used
hang
by the
around,
Prophet
if he allows his
Sallallahu
sisters, if
Ali
he allows
Amini,
his
please
sister to
moderate this program.
Yusuf. Mirza clearly, we have the quote on the screen even now. Okay.
This is the same quote I'm also alluding to. Ali Amini, please moderate this program so that when I speak, my statement is clear. When they speak, their statement is clear. The reason why I'm saying this is if it is known that Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salatu wasalam knew that Maryam radiallahu ta'ala anha was serving the temple, then now making reference to other women who were not serving the temple, it was a matter of talking about the culture of the people and not in relation to Maryam, to be specific, which means if Maryam, please let me complete my statement. If Maryam gets out of the temple and he moves just like any other person with a man, they wouldn't have seen it to be wrong. That does not mean, wait, that does not indicate, please let me finish my statement for God's sake. That does not indicate in this statement that Maryam was hanging around. I intentionally stay on this word hanging. If you tell me moving around, this I can accept because it is very much possible for a woman to move around with another. Now, if by moving around, if within the culture of people, for example, what happens in Europe nowadays, if people in the Europe currently are moving around the way they used to hang around, then you see a Muslim woman, devoted, sincere, moving around with a man, the people of that land wouldn't consider it abhorrent. They wouldn't see it to be wrong. So I say that we can discuss this particular topic based on what is stated. But if you are going to create your own inference, this is where I disagree. Therefore, if you made it moderate, I accept what Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad has said, but I reject the terminology hanging around that was created to make it looks abusive to the status of Maryam.
Wait. Do you know Urdu?
Ji?
Do you know Urdu?
You want to speak Urdu? No problem. अगर उर्दू में बात करने हैं तो कोई मसला नहीं है।
यूसुफ, आपको उर्दू आती है? आप उर्दू बोल
जी
सकते हैं?
जी जी
बोले, बात करें। जी मुझे पता है, जी एक ही लफ्ज है, और आगे भी बोले। आप कहाँ पढ़े हैं?
बताने की जरूरत नहीं है।
आपने तालीम कहाँ हासिल?
आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं है जनाब।
आप मुझे बताएं ना। आपको पता नहीं है फिरने का क्या मतलब है? फिरने का क्या मतलब है? फिरना क्या होता है? आप मुझे बताएं।
मूव अराउंड, मूव अबाउट, ये
अच्छा, अभी आपको पता है ना फिरने का क्या मतलब है? मूव अराउंड,
ये
मूव अबाउट।
ये
गुड।
जी
अभी आपने, you have acknowledged that फिरना means to move about. Here
yes and not
Mirza,
hang around.
yeah, here Mirza said that Maryam was moving around with Yusuf before nikah.
I agree to
And
that.
he said it in the context of having a relationship, because in the very next,
No,
in the very next sentence, he says that girls sometimes get pregnant like this and they didn't think anything bad of it.
that
So
is the
this,
cultural and community issue and not Maryam in
Brother
particular.
Yusuf,
That
let me
statement
finish.
was not
Brother
attributed to
Yusuf,
Adnan
Maryam.
bhai,
Yes,
Adnan bhai,
Aliyamini, please
Adnan bhai,
control
can
this
you
thing.
please, Adnan bhai, can you please read the last passage and translate for the audience the last passage? बल्कि सच बात ये है।
okay, Yusuf knows Urdu, so he can definitely understand this. This is what Mirza wrote in Rouhani Khazain, volume 11.
No. This is Al-Hakam Akhbar, 1902,
Okay.
July 24.
Okay.
Please,
बल्कि
before
सच
you read this
बात
out,
ये है कि
before you
हैकल
read
के
this out, a
मुंतजिम,
minute before you read this out.
okay, wait.
This text might be edited by the person presenting it. Please give me the page of that Al-Hakam and read from it.
Yusuf, wait. I will produce the original Al-Hakam. If I can't
Exactly,
produce
that is,
right
I will
now,
be okay.
no,
Please
wait,
produce it.
wait. If I cannot produce right now the original 1902-24 Al-Hakam, I will apologize publicly. Adnan Bhai, please.
I don't have
No,
problem if you can
read,
produce
please.
or not. I just said that present that and read from it.
Wait,
When you
Yusuf,
have
wait.
original,
Yusuf,
why are
Can
you
you wait,
presenting
Yusuf?
something else?
Can you wait, Yusuf? Please, Adnan, please go ahead.
Okay.
No, Aliyameni, please, you get my statement.
Yusuf,
If
can you
someone has
quiet?
the original copy,
Yusuf,
why
the
presenting
thing is,
another
and let
text?
people
here's
decide
the
if
thing.
it's fake.
Look,
Don't
here's the
waste our
thing.
time. Don't
Here's the
waste our
thing.
time.
I don't look.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
No, I want
Balki,
fairness. That's
No,
why
yeah,
I'm telling
man,
you.
be quiet.
Yusuf,
Be quiet.
Yusuf.
Okay,
The thing here,
you're not behaving any different to those Pakistani.
the thing is here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm giving Yusuf the benefit.
बल्कि सच बात यह है कि हैकल के मुंतजिम बुजुर्गों ने एक बाकिरा औरत के हमल को देखकर और दुश्मनों के एतराज से डर कर और खानदान की नसीहत से अंदेशा करके पर्दा पोशी के लिए ये तदबीर सोची थी, और हर चंद वो जानते थे कि ऐसा निकाह तौरात के बरखिलाफ है, क्योंकि वो अहद जो मरियम के तारिका रखने में खुदा से किया था वो इसमें टूटता था। ताहम नंगो नामूस की मसलहत ने और शमातत अदा के खौफ ने इनको इस काम के लिए सख्त मजबूर कर दिया, और हरचंदा इस हमल को इस तरह पोशीदा किया गया।
Now, can you present the original reference?
Yes, I'm going to do it now.
So why did we
Adnan
waste time
bhai,
when you can have the
Adnan
original
bhai,
reference? This was what I requested
Adnan
for.
bhai, can you translate for the people, because this is very important reference.
No, I want him to read. It will take time to translate, but
Yusuf,
let him read from original,
Yusuf,
please.
the reason why we're reading from this is that it's easy to read, because the original is very small print and very difficult to read. That's why we're going to show you original. Don't worry.
Okay, show us original.
You made it very clear. You're not making any points. Stop trying to score points.
No, I wanted us to go to the point, but because you took time on the word hanging, I just rejected the word hanging so that we can just go on the topic. But you stood on it. So I wasn't the one wasting time. You are the one wasting time.
We need to translate this first. We need to translate Yusuf. I want you to translate this context.
Imtiaz bhai, calm down. You're shouting too much. Imtiaz bhai, sorry, calm down.
Adnan bhai, the problem is, he said that produce the original. Okay, I said
I do not
to him,
disagree. I said
we
that.
have the
So
original.
produce it. If you have it, don't produce it. That's what I said.
We'll deal with it.
I do not disagree. I know you have it.
Yusuf,
But a word can be changed to
Yusuf,
give a
if you
different
don't be
meaning.
quiet,
That's what I'm
If you
saying.
don't be quiet, we're going to send you away. Be quiet, please.
No.
And let me translate. बल्कि सच
No,
बात ये है,
Aliyameni, let him translate from the original, please. Or at least
The thing is,
present the
okay, so
original.
look, Yusuf. The thing is, he's already explained that we have access to the original. However, this print is easier to read because the original print is very small. So this is not, this has got nothing to do with hiding something or changing words or anything.
I agree the explanation is logical.
Right.
But the reason why it's logical does not mean I agree that they should go on. The reason why I'm insisting on it is a single word.
No, that makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Let me finish my statement. Let me finish my statement. With experience I have with watching the statements of Muhammad Imtiaz, a single word can be changed to give a different meaning, and something can be hidden. For example, sometimes ago when he was going to accuse Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of a particular blasphemy, he hid this particular line.
He is wasting our time. Okay. So let's bring someone else in. He's not serious.
So, Ali, please. Let me also understand my point as well. So, if in truth, you
there you go. This, stop talking now. We're going to read from the original. Okay.
Yes, do read for the original. That's all. That's all I requested for.
Stop wasting our time, please. Stop talking. Let me translate. Okay. So where's the part?
Adnan bhai, if you look at the third column, the third column.
This is the original. Okay. This is the original. Sach baat ye hai. Okay. Now, I don't know what point he was trying to score, by challenging. He thinks we are just going to make things up.
I wasn't scoring any points. I explained the reason why I requested for the original.
Wait, now you should speak quiet now.
Okay. So where is such baat ye hai? The truth is ke Haikal ke muntazim, that the temple's organizers, the elders who were organizing the temple, ne ek bakira aurat ki haml ko dekhkar, that they saw a virgin woman's pregnancy or dushmanon ke e'tiraz se dar kar, and they were actually scared of the criticism of the enemies, or khandan ki nasiyat se andesha karke, and having taken advice from the family parda poshi ke liye, to hide basically this issue, ye tadbir sochi, they came up with this plan. और हर चंदा वो जानते थे कि ऐसा निकाह तौरात के बरखिलाफ है, and they knew that such a nikah was औरा, क्योंकि वो अहद जो मरियम क्योंकि वो अहद जो मरियम की तारिका रखने में खुदा से किया था, because of the term that was made to keep Maryam hidden, or keep Maryam basically away from the society, wo isme tootta tha, and that was going to be broken in this. Taham nango namus ki masliyat ne, for the reasons of protecting the honor and shamatat ada ke khauf ne, and the rebuke of the enemy, the fear of the rebuke of the enemy, इनको इस काम के लिए सख्त मजबूर कर दिया, that they were forced to do this, और हर चंद इस हमल को इस तरह पोशीदा किया गया, and by all means this pregnancy was kept secret. ताहम शरीर यहूदियों ने जो इस खानदान के दुश्मन थे, therefore some evil
Is it Israelites enough before you say that we are taking much time?
Family, okay,
or you want to read more?
नाजायज तौर पर शोहरत दे दी थी.
To which point are you going to stop so that we know? Where are you going to stop? Where are you going to stop? He keeps on reading. We don't know where he's going to end it.
You also the original.
Okay. Yeah. Now can I talk?
So now wait. Now we have read from the original, yeah?
Yes,
and
I'm
you
fine.
were trying to do some point scoring earlier.
No, I'm not doing any point scoring. I'm not doing any point scoring. Now, the moderator, Ali Yemeni, I want to address you on this. For what purpose was this particular reference brought out? We had the agreement on the word hanging around.
No. You didn't have an agreement on that.
I mean, disagreement. Sorry, we have a disagreement on the word hanging around, and I thought they were going to present a reference to prove that she was hanging around, that particular terminology, which I considered derogatory. I said that if the statement was that Maryam was moving with someone else, with Yusuf, I don't see that to be derogatory, as the terminology moving. There could be whatever relationship that allows them to move around. But
What
with the
is
terminology hanging around, which I disagreed with, I expected on that they wanted to present a reference,
Good.
but this reference,
यूसुफ
I've not
साहेब
seen that aspect of
यूसुफ
hanging
साहेब
around. So we can now go into the topic if
हमशीरा
it is
को
needed.
किसी के साथ
If not, I mean, let's go into the topic. That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
The
You're
only
saying,
thing I disagree with is the word
hold on a
hanging
second.
around.
Hold on a second. You're saying that the reference that's been quoted to you just now doesn't show that it, you know,
That
that
Maryam was hanging around with Yusuf.
are you
before
for real?
Wait,
niqab.
I tell you, Yusuf, because your question is that what is the point we are driving out of the, as you can see on the screen still, in the middle column, on the last line, it says, मगर बुजुर्गों ने बहुत इसरार करके बसूरत, and then it says, let me go on the next thing, बसूरत,
Agree with you.
wait, no, wait, बसूरत
I only
तमाम मरियम का
word
इससे
hanging around.
wait, मरियम का इससे निकाह कर दिया और मरियम को हैकल से रुखसत कर दिया ताकि खुदा के मुकद्दस घर पे नुक्ता चीनियां ना हो. Is this the Islamic narrative that because Maryam salamun alayha, because she mysteriously got pregnated, and they immediately basurate tamam, they immediately swiftly they go, they find a man with the name Yusuf, even though Yusuf was insisting that I don't want to marry with this woman. They insisted, and then they had him married with Maryam. Okay, and then it says that
Is that
after
a
this
new
marriage,
question or what?
after this marriage, they let them go off the temple. Why? Because they don't want people to raise allegations on the house of God, which was according to them for the temple. Now I'm
This
asking
was the
you.
aspect I want to respond to.
No, wait.
So
Let
I'm
me first
okay to
complete the
respond to
point. You
it.
don't want to respond. Let me complete the point first. And then after that, what Adnan Bhai has read before, it says that they were all trying to keep all of that secret. They were hiding this. Who said you this? Who told you this? In Allah's book, when Maryam Salamun alayha, when she was worried that if she will be pregnated with Isa alayhi salam, and people are going to ask me the question, how I'm going to respond. Can you tell us, Yusuf, what was the method of responding taught to her by Allah? Why they have to hide all of that? Why you have to bring the Yusuf? And by the way, it says that Buzurgon ne faisla kar diya. These Buzurg are Sayyida Zakariya alayhi salam, because he is the elder. He was in charge there. Okay. So you are saying the Quran says that Allah told Maryam that don't worry, this child will testify to your purity. That is the Quranic Islamic narrative. And Mirza is giving you another narrative that when this thing happened, they wanted to keep it secret. So they find a man and they had Maryam married with this man. Are both of these two things same?
Okay. Can you now keep silent so I can talk?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay.
And answer
Now,
the point.
I will answer the point and you don't talk. I can allow Al Yemeni to respond, I mean to say something if I go out of the point. Number one, the very part which I disagree with is known to the world. The particular terminology hanging around. So if that is taken away, we can now discuss what he has requested me. Now, the passage, I mean the reference, I mean the point Imtiaz is bringing out of the Holy Quran was that according to him, the child, when the child is born, will testify on behalf of Maryam. Agreed for your statement for now. But before the child is born, who is going to testify for Maryam? Now, according to what we know, according to what is written in your own books, I want to share this screen, and you, Al Yamini, kindly help me
Share your
pick
screen.
this. Yeah. Okay. Windows. Yes. Okay. Now, can you see this? La mashtam. So this is from Samia Samia Wahabun Munabba. He had Wahabin Munabba Yakul saying, La mashtamalat Maryam ala haml. When Maryam perceived pregnancy, kana ma'aha qarabatun laha. There was someone close with her يقال له يوسف النجار, who is called Yusuf the carpenter. Wakana, the two of them, muntaliqaini ila al-masjid. They used to go to the temple together. Alladhi inda Jabal Suhyun, that is in the month Suhyun. Wakana dhalika al-masjid yawma idhin min azam masajid. Fakanat Maryam wa Yusuf yakhdimani fi dhalika al-masjid. The two of them were working in that temple fi dhalika zaman. Wakana li khidmatihi fadlun azim. Therefore, if they were moving together because they were serving the same temple, what was wrong? فرغب في ذلك فكان يليان.
Can I respond to that?
Okay.
Okay. Is there any sanad with this?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Is there any sanad with this?
إسماعيل بن عبد الكريم قال ثنا عبد الصمد بن معقل أنه سمع وهب بن منبه.
Adnan bhai,
Wahab bin Munabbih.
Okay, Wahab bin Munabbih.
Okay, Wahab bin Munabbih. Okay. Do you know who that was?
Who was he?
Do you know who that was?
Who was he?
You are quoting Yusuf. You need to tell us.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Okay,
Listen.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, you tell me. I don't know.
Okay. So first of all, Wahab bin Munabbih used to quote Israelite literature. Okay, what we call Judeo-Christian literature, Israeliyat. Okay, Israeliyat were used in the tafsir literature as complementary information, not as evidence, because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam specifically said, "Do not reject it, do not accept it." Okay, do not reject it, do not accept it. Israeliyat are not hujjah upon us. Any information that comes from Judeo-Christian literature in the tafsir literature is not hujjah upon us. You cannot use this as evidence. Okay? Mirza spoke from Wahi.
I just want to add one point with Adnan bhai said.
Let Adnan finish. Let Adnan finish. Inshallah.
This information contradicts the Quran directly, because Maryam specifically states that she was not touched by any man, and Quran tells us that she was confined to the mihrab. She was not hanging around outside with people. Okay,
is that all you have to say? So
brother, one second. Listen. Okay, so you presented something from Tafsir Tabari, yes?
I'm here to present it. That's not even from Tafsir Tabari.
Okay,
okay.
So first of all, tell me the source of this information. Where
That's
did
from
Wahab
Tafsir
bin
al-Quran
Munabbih
al-Quran.
Sorry?
From Tafsir al-Quran al-Quran.
Brother, where's Tafsir al-Quran? You know what that means? You're throwing these terms. Do you know what they mean?
I'm not saying no. I'm not giving terminology. I'm giving you the name of the tafsir, not the terminology, please.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Where is the source of Wahab bin Munabbih?
The source of Wahab bin Munabbih?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't understand your question in this context.
You don't understand my question?
In this
Wahab bin
context,
Munabbih quoted some information. Where from?
I said in this context. Why do I say that? Because I've already opened
Brother,
a tafsir for you to indicate.
Are you pretending?
No, I'm not pretending. No, when I make myself clear.
Brother Yusuf,
why don't you also allow me to respond when you ask a question?
Understand my question?
I said in this context. In this context,
Brother
if
Yusuf,
you ask,
do you understand my question?
Okay, for this context, I don't understand.
Okay, so
if you understand my question, then answer my question. Where did Wahab bin Munabbih get this information from?
Okay, Al-Yamani, let me answer him. So you can mute Adnan Rashid so I can answer.
So I just answer.
I'm listening.
No, so that when I answer, I want to say something and he's picking it up. I'm saying in this context, I don't understand his question. And the reason why I say that is when I present a book of tafsir and I indicate this thing is written here, do you mean that I should be looking for the sanad outside that book in order to indicate to you? You mentioned that, okay, it might be creating. No, let me complete my statement.
You
said that it might be quoting from Israeliyat. Did I disagree with that?
No, you didn't, but this is what he's asking you to confirm.
So this is what I'm indicating, that he himself has not presented a proof that
Yes,
he has quoted from Israeliyat. I am just indicating that this thing is also written in tafsir.
Yusuf, hold on a second. First and foremost, you said that the source that you're quoting from is Tafsir al-Quran bil-Quran.
Lil Quran, that's the name of the
So, yeah, but still,
and I've just
Tafsir
opened it from
al-Quran
Maktabat
lil-Quran. من ايش؟
Maktabat Shamila. I mean,
That's the
I just
website.
quoted it from Maktabat
That's the
Shamila.
website. Yeah, but that's the website. What's the name of the book?
Tafsir Quran Lil Quran.
Who's the author?
Who's the author?
Let me just open it for you once again, so you know I'm not hiding anything.
And Yamani, when he's opening, I want to say, is it okay? I want to say something.
Hold on a second. Let's try to address this one point at a time, inshallah.
This is actually regarding this point. This is regarding this very point, Yamani.
I know. But let him bring up the thing so we can check the source, and then we can comment.
Just a minute.
Imtiaz, you can comment while he's bringing it up, inshallah.
No, let him do now, inshallah, no problem.
Okay.
We are both pressing together. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So why am I saying that this information is worth nothing? Okay. Let me explain. Judeo-Christian literature means the Bible. Okay. Qadianis.
Now, can I show you?
One second. Qadianis, they rely on the Bible, in particular the New Testament, to somehow prove Mirza to be a prophet. Okay.
That's a lie.
No, that's not a lie, because I've had discussions lately. Maybe you were not following. Okay.
That's
with
a lie.
Noonan in the park was using the New Testament to prove that the prophecies made by Isa Asalam apply to Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani.
That's not a crime.
Yusuf, can you send this link in the private chat?
No, I just have the Maktabat Shamila, the application itself. So I'm just indicating it to you.
Yeah, because I can see at the top, it's very small. It says Tafsir al-Quran, but I'm not seeing the name of the author.
This is the name of the author, Abdul Karim Yunus Al-Khatib.
Who is this author?
Look, guys, doesn't matter. Where did Wahab bin Munabbih?
Adnan Bhai, if I can just make a quick point, is it okay, Yamini? Now I can make a point, inshallah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, my brother, listen very carefully. He said when he was asked about this thing he's producing, he used a terminology, Tafsirul Quran bil Qurani. Now,
not terminology. Please
Yusuf,
do not lie. Do not say what I didn't say.
No, but it's correct.
Al-Yamani, I'm taking it clearly in your presence. I said I was quoting the book. That is the name of the book, not the terminology. If I'm talking about Tafsir Quran bil Quran, I know that is part of Usul Tafsir.
He's interrupting me and you're letting it happen.
No. Hold on.
What you have said something I didn't say.
Okay,
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you call it a terminology, and I say I'm not talking about the terminology.
Brothers.
Quran bil Quran is an usul.
He's not listening.
But the book is Tafsir Quran bil Quran.
Hold on.
Okay, Al-Yamani, up to you.
Hold on. You can make your point. What he didn't actually say Tafsir al-Quran bil Quran. He did say Tafsir al-Quran lil Quran.
Can I complete
that's the only thing he was corrected. Yes, you can make the point. I'm just saying that this is the.
He could have said this in his own term. He just wasted 1 minute. So now, my point is this. Basically, if this book, which he is quoting, and is giving the impression that this book is interpreting the Quranic ayat through other Quranic ayat, my demand from the moderator is, please ask him that tell us that this tafsir or this interpretation which the author is giving, which ayah of the Quran the author is using, which shows that Maryam was moving around with Yusuf, and all of this Yusuf thing is proved from this ayah, because that's the whole discussion. The discussion was how we have the Yusuf in the narrative. Okay, this was a discussion, and in order to address this point, he brought this tafsir. So basically, he need to connect. He need to join the dots as well. That which ayah is being used there to interpret this one? Number one. Number two, how come always we are being taught this thing that, Quran is the hakam, Quran is the hakam. And today, when you are feeling the heat, Ahmadi clerics, and now you throw Quran aside and you just want to go to anything remotely to prove your point. I want you to stick with the Quran. Quran will, this is your principle, that Quran is the hakam. First, you need to admit, you need to concede first that Quran is not with you. If you admit this one, we are more than happy to engage with the secondary sources. But you first need to either produce the ayah from the Quran to support the Yusuf narrative. Number one. If you can't produce that, you first acknowledge Yusuf, that Quran is not with you. After that, we can engage with you on anything else.
So, Al-Yamini, please mute everybody except me so that I can talk freely now.
No, what do you call it? I already
Okay,
corrected.
okay.
I already asked the brothers to let you talk.
You can see that I didn't interrupt, so no one should interrupt.
I agree.
If by the statement that we say Quran is by us, we stand by that at each and every point in time. Now, you should always specify your demand at each and every point in time. When you were making a statement the other time that this particular interpretation goes against Muslims, when you made that particular statement, that means you were not saying Quran to be specific, that, okay, this thing is not written in the Holy Quran. Therefore, I just went on to bring you a reference from a Muslim as well, and I didn't quote it from Ahmadiyya source. I quoted it from Maktaba to Shamila that belongs to the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Therefore, if it is on that, I'm still fair up till now. Now, if you tell me to go into the Holy Quran and I will prove whatever I say, proving from the Quran, I am okay. I'm very much okay with it, but with the condition that you are requiring me to make a proof and not to make a presentation. Why do I say these two things? The statement of Allah is the statement of Allah. The statement of the Prophet of Allah is the statement of the Prophet of Allah. We can prove the statement of the Prophet of Allah through the Quran, but that does not mean each and everything the Prophet said is in the Quran.
Brothers, he's waffling. Brothers, he's waffling. Look, I'm losing.
Al-Yamani, I mentioned this the other time, that I needed us to go point by point before someone accuses me of waffling.
Yamani, mute him. Okay.
He has said two things and I've responded to the two things alone. So do not accuse me of waffling unless you can prove it.
Okay, Yusuf,
prove I had waffled right now. You said I was waffling. Prove it.
Yusuf,
how did I waffle?
We're going to throw you out.
Accused me of waffling.
If you're not going to talk to us, we're going to throw you out. Stop it and listen. Is there anything in the Quran about Yusuf Najjar? Number one. Yes or no?
Al-Yamini, it's up to you.
I'm talking to you, Yusuf.
No. He's talking.
Is there anything in the Quran about Yusuf Najjar? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Is there anything in the Hadith? All the Hadith literature. Anything about Yusuf Najjar? Yes or no?
In the Hadith literature,
yes.
The name Yusuf Najjar did not exist.
Doesn't exist. Good. There is nothing in the Quran. There's nothing in the Sunnah about Yusuf Najjar. So where do we find information about Yusuf Najjar?
Now, can I respond?
No. I'm asking a question. No. I'm asking a question. Where do we find that information?
You said I cannot respond, and you're still saying you're asking a question.
Yusuf, where do we find that information about Yusuf Najjar?
One
second. We're finishing this topic.
Al-Yamani, can you see?
Where do we find this information?
Akhi basically,
yeah, but one at a time.
Can you see the two of them?
Akhi Yamani, basically the point Adnan Bhai made is
I know what the point is.
Brother Yamani,
can you allow me to respond?
The point Adnan Bhai made is, Akhi Yamani, the point Adnan Bhai made is, in Quran and Sunnah, we do not have Yusuf Najjar. We have Zakaria.
I know, but this is what Adnan said again. So let him finish, inshallah.
Yes, I'm finishing my point. If you guys let me finish. So Joseph the carpenter comes from the New Testament. Okay, New Testament is not hujjah upon the Muslims. We are not allowed to take aqidah, belief or practice from the New Testament. Okay, we can only take from the New Testament anything that agrees with the Quran. The Quran is the Muhaymin. The Quran is the guardian. The Quran is the Furqan. Okay? If there's nothing in the Quran, so this is why all the Judeo-Christian literature in the tafsir literature, from Ibn Kathir, from Tabari, from Qurtubi, anyone for that matter, okay, we don't have to accept it because it is from the Israeliyat. Okay, Qadianis don't understand it. You know why? Because they have to use Israeliyat to save Mirza, because Mirza used Israeliyat to make
Now, can
Aqidah
I
for the
respond?
Qadianis. So the Qadianis now are stuck in a quagmire in this sewage because Mirza put them in it. Okay?
Can I
They
respond?
don't have to die for Mirza. They don't have to go to Jahannam for Mirza. They don't have to burn in hellfire for Mirza. They just have to know that Mirza was a liar who made up things. For example, he made this up that Maryam was hanging around with Joseph.
Can
This
I
was made
respond?
up by Mirza. Mirza made up this lie that Maryam was hanging around. Yusuf would never accept that for his sister. If I said to Yusuf, your sister
Al-Yemeni?
was hanging around with a man she's not married to without nikah, Yusuf would, if he has any ghira, if he has any honor, he would slap my face. Then how can you accuse my sister of that? And Mirza is accusing one of the greatest women honored in the Quran, defended in the Quran for the same reason. And you know what the Jewish rabbis?
Oh my God! Why will I wait till?
1 second.
No,
One second.
No.
Point by point, inshallah.
Okay.
Now, can I respond?
So
Yes.
now I'm
Oh
done
my
with
God.
this
No,
person,
you are not
Yusuf.
done with it because you've
No,
made an
I'm done with
allegation
this.
without
I'm
receiving a
done.
response.
Okay, first of all, you accepted that Maryam was hanging around with Yusuf, right? Because Mirza wrote this. You can't run away from this. You
need
can't
to,
just say no, I don't believe in it.
Al-Yemeni, let them allow me
Okay.
to respond.
Now if that's the case, the case. Mirza was a kafir. So are you for believing in it. I'm telling you.
Al-Yemeni,
Mirza was a
you know
kafir,
I've
was
not
a disbeliever
responded
in
for all this
hellfire.
while.
And if you don't change, if you don't make tawbah, you're going with Mirza to hellfire. Okay?
Okay, so
because Maryam
Yusuf,
alayhi salam was not hanging
Unless you
around with
mute him, he will
non-mahram.
not stop talking, you know.
Okay?
Okay. Number one,
Akhi-
the very first thing
Akhi
you laid
Akhi
down the
Yamani,
basis.
Akhi
Can you
Yamani,
see?
my request
Another
to
one
you
still
is,
coming up.
Yamani,
Can you
please,
see?
my
Is this
request to you
an
is,
organized
you
stream?
can give him time as much as you want to give, but let him know this is the last time he's gonna have. Let him know this.
How can you are not the moderator? How can you
Please,
judge
you
it to be the
want
last
give him
one?
1 hour,
Come
give
on,
him
that
1 hour.
means
Give him 1 hour.
you are already exposed and you are running out of it.
Yeah, we
If you can,
exposed.
No,
Yamani, how
no.
much time he has
How can
got?
you be talking
Okay,
alone and you
let's
say you
bring-
have a
let's-
panelist?
Let's bring
How can I
someone
be here and you
Yamani,
don't
let's
allow me
bring
to say
someone else in.
anything? You make all this up and you don't allow me to say anything, for God's sake.
Brother, you've been speaking for the last half an hour. Go.
No.
Thank you so much.
No, you were making up things.
We're not
And
getting
you are
anywhere, Yamani.
Al-Yemeni, please moderate this thing.
Let him speak freely. inshallah.
Okay.
How much
Number-
time Yamani is gonna have? Please let us know as well.
Well,
If
we
you give me,
haven't
if you
we
give
haven't
me
put a
30
time.
seconds, I'm
We
okay.
haven't put a time on him.
Okay,
Brother
okay.
Al-Yemeni,
So
if you
let
give
him
me,
answer my question.
Look,
Let him answer my question.
Ikhwan, whenever look,
unless you meet
Ikhwan,
everybody.
it's becoming very difficult to moderate this. Okay, because I'm trying to let everyone. I'm trying to have
Because
a
this
flow.
guy's waffling. This guy's
Look,
waffling.
yes,
Come
but
on,
at
how
the
do I
same
speak now? How do I speak?
time, every time we interrupt him, it makes my job harder because then I have to try and judge how much time I have to give him.
Give him his 2 minutes and let him say what he wants to say and let him move on.
This is
No,
this
you
is why
can't
we
decide
said.
for the moderator.
But this is why we said at the beginning, we'll give them the time, okay? And if they don't respond, we give them warnings, and if they still don't respond, we get rid of them. So let's stick on this.
Fine.
So inshallah, look, Yusuf, you'll get your 2 minutes, okay?
No, I don't even need up to 2 minutes. What I want
That's
to
fine.
say is,
But I'm just saying.
I made a request. I made a
follow-
request in the beginning that everything has to be point by point, one after the
I
other.
agree. But this is
So,
what we've been doing. We've been going.
But you
point-
allowed him to make a whole lot of statements that now, how will I be recalling each and everything? Now, let me just respond to just one thing.
Go on.
He has said that we use the the Bible as the basis for to prove the truth of the Prophet ﷺ. Number one, I say no. And before I even go into that, I first need to debunk the idea that we are not to take from the Bible. Please let him prove, according to him, from the Holy Quran, that we are not allowed to take information from the Bible.
It's
Okay, where is Joseph from then? Where
I
did
haven't
Joseph
been able
Najjar?
to make up.
No,
Joseph
you have a
Najjar
question
come
from me
from?
as well. You've asked me if Yusuf Najjar is in the Quran. I said no. Is it mentioned in the Hadith? I
okay.
said
So,
no.
no,
Now,
so
I've
let's take
also
this-
asked you a question. Where is it stated in the Holy Quran that don't take anything from the Bible?
So, Lolo, okay, to make things simple, because I can see that this is going to go around in circles. Well, Adnan already mentioned to you, okay, that the Quran is the muhaymin, right? Which means if it's not mentioned in the Quran, it is something to be rejected. If it's completely opposite. And the example of Maryam alayhi salam being in the temple, right, at all times, is completely against the idea that she was hanging around with Joseph the carpenter. Okay, so that's already a direct contradiction. So you already have this criteria, you already have the contradiction. So therefore, by default, we reject them. And going back to the first thing is that
Now you are presenting points for them. Why don't you
no,
allow
no,
them
no,
to
no,
take?
no. I'm not presenting. I'm
You-
not presenting these points. I'm reiterating the points that have already been
This is
made.
what this is what I'm saying. That I know the point they made. So let
Yeah,
me
but you're
address
asking
the
him.
points.
Yeah, but
Let me
you've
see.
asked
We
him
can
the
agree
question.
on
Yeah.
things. If we make a statement and we agree on it, we can move forward. It's easy. Understand? So I agree with your mode of moderation. If this man has said something and I disagree, I should be able to challenge him over his statement, just like he's challenging me over my statement.
Listen, Yamini, he's not answering questions. We're not getting anywhere. We're just going around the circles. Ask him,
Yamani, I've
where
been very
did
fair
Joseph
with
come
you.
from? Where did
I've been
Joseph come
very
from?
fair with you. You asked me this question straightforward. I answer straightforward.
Okay.
Is Yusuf
I'm
Najjar
asking
in the
him.
Quran? I said
Yusuf,
no.
I'm asking.
Is he in the
Yusuf,
Bible?
I'm
I said
asking
no.
you,
What answer
where
do
did
you also?
Joseph come from?
In the
Okay.
Hadith, I said no. What answer do
Where
you
did
still expect
Joseph
after
come
that?
from? Okay, where did Joseph come
So
from then?
if I've
Tell me.
answered that too, if I've
Yeah,
answered that,
where
too,
did-
you should at least respond to me.
Yusuf, I agree with you that you've been direct in answering some of the questions. I'm not going to say all because, for example, like Adnan mentioned, when he
I
asked you
couldn't answer
where
all
is
because he said
hold
a lot
on.
of things.
No. I'm not talking about that. But for example, when he asked you very recently, where is Yusuf Najjar mentioned?
I didn't answer because I asked him a question before he has not answered.
Yeah, but
So
that's a
if he had
very
answered, I will
yeah, but
also answer
no.
directly,
Yusuf, it's a
one
very
after the
clear
other.
question. It's a very clear question, right? All you had to
My
say
question is
was
also very clear as well. But why
Yamini,
didn't he answer? Why did he run away from my answer,
and
from my
tell him you
question?
don't want to take any note of that.
He doesn't want to listen to you.
hold on,
Please,
just give me
Al
a
Yemeni, you've been very fair.
give me a couple of
If
minutes.
he asked me a question and I've responded, then
Okay,
I have an objection.
okay,
If I now
okay. Can you
ask
be
him a
quiet
question,
now?
he should
Can you be
respond.
quiet and answer my
No.
question? Okay, where did Joseph Najjar come from? Go ahead.
Can you see he has added another question? My question was before
This is
easier to
this
answer.
is not another question. Look, this is not another question. He did ask this question before.
No, it's I know he asked it before, but after
You can't say it's another question,
my
then, can you?
question, he asked after my question. No, I was the first to ask a question. He's here to respond. He asked two questions, then I asked one, then he
Listen,
asked
stop
after that.
waffling. Stop waffling. Stop wasting our time.
You should
Where
stop
did
waffling, man.
Where did Joseph the carpenter come from? Where did he come from?
Did Quran say we shouldn't take anything from the Bible?
Yes.
The prophet said yes.
Okay, please present that reference at Mr. Adnan.
I already did. The prophet
No,
said.
I didn't see that the Quran said
but the
Quran.
thing-
I ask you of the
No,
Quran.
Yusuf.
The Quran said that.
Yusuf, la. Come on.
Yamini,
Hold on,
I'm
hold on.
waiting for
No, we're getting somewhere.
Imtiaz.
Imtiaz, we're getting
Continue.
somewhere. 1 second. We're getting
Yeah.
somewhere. Now he has come to the Bible. Now we're talking. Because now he has admitted that Joseph Najjar is from the Bible.
I'm
from
here
the
to
old-
make that statement.
So in order to defend Mirza,
You are attributing
in
a
order-
statement to
be
me that I'm
quiet,
here to
be
make.
quiet. I'm talking. Be quiet.
And he's going to
Don't
talk
interrupt.
more.
If he doesn't stop interrupting, Yamini, I'm going to leave this show. If he doesn't stop interrupting, he's interrupting repeatedly.
And Yemeni, all I want you is to be
So-
fair.
Either he
But
goes or I
this
go. Either he
this
goes or I
interruption.
go. I'm tired. I'm tired and I've been
I'm
traveling.
tired. Look,
Yeah.
Habibi, I'm tired as well. And look, I'm not even
So
going to give
he's
Razi.
interrupting.
I'm not even going to give Razi a lot of time because of the
So I
length of
ask
the
him,
stream already.
he's wasting, this wastes our time. This
Yeah.
kills our energy and our
Yes,
time.
but at the same time,
I want direct answers. 1 second.
Yeah.
No, I've
If
kept silent
Joseph
for you
is
all
not
this
in the
while.
Quran, Joseph is not in the Sunnah, he came from the Bible, right?
Agreed.
So Mirza was using the Bible to give Aqidah to the Qadianis.
No,
And
can I respond?
the Quran tells us that the Bible is corrupted. The Old and the New Testament both are corrupted. The only information that we can take from the Bible is that the information that agrees with the Quran and the Sunnah.
No, Aliamini, can I respond?
If the information doesn't agree with the Quran and the Sunnah, and the Quran and the Sunnah are silent on a matter, we cannot take that information from the Bible.
Agreed.
That's a well-established aqidah among the Muslims. Now, these people...
Aliamini, can I respond?
No,
this
they
was
can't
all
respond.
he said all this while.
No.
Yeah.
Answer my question.
I can't just answer your question without responding.
Okay, Joseph the carpenter comes from the Bible, correct?
When you are giving me time to speak, I will speak.
Okay, Yemeni, we have to move on or I'm going to move on?
Aliamini, can you say, is this justice? Have you been fair by this?
Okay,
I've been requesting, allow me to speak, allow me to say something, but you've not allowed me. For the past 15 minutes, you've not allowed me to say anything clearly.
I'm leaving, guys.
No.
No,
Okay,
if at all you have any sense of justice, you should be able to wait to listen to my response.
I'm running away from this guy.
If you have any sense of justice, you should be able to wait for my response. But you've never allowed me to even respond.
Hold on a second.
You've not allowed me to respond.
No, there's been interruptions from all sides. Okay, but
I'm not getting
yeah. I know it's going around in circles. I know that.
Yeah.
But you've posed the question to him. Let him answer it. Look, Yusuf, you don't need to constantly say, "Oh, can I answer now? Do I have to? Are you going to?"
All I want to request is, if you are going
just
to
answer the question. If
you are going to time us, I'm okay. You time us, but no one should interrupt when I'm speaking.
Can you?
And when he's speaking, we also not interrupt.
I've already stated that there is interruptions from all sides, right? I'm not gonna say that the interruption is just from you. Yeah, you've interrupted, they've interrupted. Okay, I acknowledge this, but I haven't timed anyone because it's difficult to give anyone a specific time to speak when there's interruptions on all sides. So, but at the same time, I don't need you to commentate on something that I'm witnessing. Okay, so inshallah, when the question is directed at you, answer it directly without any commentary, and that, in all honesty, does annoy Ustad Adnan and Imtiaz, because we don't need a commentary. We know what's happening. We are witness to it. We're here and now. So when the question is posed, look, let me do my job. Moderation, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult. But let me do my thing. I don't need the commentary from you. I don't need a commentary from any of the brothers on the stream. Okay, just the question is asked. Please answer it directly. I'm not going to give you a specific time, because I do believe that you have answered some of the questions directly. So I want to give you the benefit of the doubt here, inshallah. Okay.
Okay. I will so much appreciate. I will be so much appreciate it if no one interrupts us from saying that.
No, that's another commentary. Come on, just answer the question, please.
As I'm going to respond, that something is not written in the Holy Quran, and it's not written in the Hadith. Now there was a whole lot of allegations from non-Muslims. And in order to respond to the non-Muslims, series of analysis are made, and that is indicating what has happened in their history in the past. Then, if their books are quoted for them, I don't see anything that is wrong in that particular perspective. It will not be wrong. No, let me complete my statement. But it will not be wrong if someone says that someone or Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad has made the Bible the basis of Aqidah for some people. I would say no, this has never happened. But if you tell me that he has quoted the Bible to prove certain points, I would say yes, I agree over it. Now, if you disagree on what I've just said, that should be on that point alone, without any declaration. Just disagree on it or agree to it.
Okay. I have a question. I have a direct question. When Mirza said Mary, Maryam alayhi salam, was going around or hanging around or walking around with Joseph, the carpenter, did Mirza believe in it, or he was just using it against his enemies?
When we talk of belief, it's something related to Aqidah, right? This is not what
No, it's
we
not.
are talking about.
Aqidah and
Please
belief.
let me complete my statement. If you are talking of belief in terms of Aqidah, that's a different thing. But when we talk of a particular discussion we are having at any point in time, and I say that, okay, this is what my research has brought out, and this is what I've understood because it is written like this, it is written like that, that does not become the Aqidah in Islam. Rather, it becomes the understanding, yes
Who
or no.
said this? Where did you bring this principle from? That something that a prophet says is not Aqidah. Where did you get this from?
Do you have any place where it is said that whatever a prophet says becomes an Aqidah?
Wow.
Yamani, we are changing the topic, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to
changing.
change the topic, but he brought it up. You know,
I want to make a very important point, Yamani.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, of course.
So first of all, I will start with the last point first, because he's saying repeatedly that who said that Mirza Ghulam was using the Bible. Okay, he's saying this repeatedly. Let me give him examples. Mirza Ghulam is taking all of the foundation of his claims from the Bible, and here are the examples. Number one, Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam is being ridiculed, mocked, arrested, and then he is being put on the cross, put in the tomb. All of that is from the Bible. It is not in the Quran, not in the Hadith. Second
change of
example,
topic.
you said that he did not use the Bible as a base of his claim. Okay, now second point. In the Quran, we have the narrative of Zechariah. In the Israeliyat and in the Bible as well, in the Gospels, we have the narrative of Yusuf the carpenter. Mirza Ghulam uses the narrative of Yusuf the carpenter, not of Zechariah. Again, the second example, when he is using Bible and not the Quran, and actually he is preferring Bible over the Quran. Then third example, Mirza Ghulam has given many examples in his books where the Hawariyun, the disciples of Jesus, they are being disrespectful to him. They are basically making curse on him, and they are betraying him. Surah As-Saf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has quoted Hawariyun, and Allah has basically, before Allah asked us that be the helpers of Allah, Allah first gave the example of the Hawariyun of Isa alayhi salam. But what happened is Mirza Ghulam repeatedly he quoted the betrayal and disrespect of Hawariyun of Isa alayhi salam. On what basis? On the basis of Bible. It is not the Quranic narrative. So I
Now, can I
can go
respond?
on and on. I gave three examples because he was saying repeatedly that no, he did not use. I gave you three, I can give you many. Now, second point is this.
Wait, no,
He
don't go
said,
to
no,
second
wait,
point.
I
Point by point, please.
want to done with you, Yusuf. I want to done with you.
No,
Second point is,
Ali Yemeni,
Yusuf has
this is
no
what I
problem.
requested from very beginning.
Yusuf has
You
no
bring two
problem.
things, and
Yusuf
now I
has
will have to take long time. Please,
Yamani,
let's
he's
take
interrupting me.
one.
Can I complete my point?
He's what do you call it?
I've
When
requested for this one.
No, brother Yamani, I don't want
same
to
point.
go
It's the same
with
point.
him any longer.
No,
I'm
you used to
making my
pack a
last
whole
statement.
lot that now it will not be that
Brother Yamani,
there
I
was
am
a point
making
I
my
didn't
last
respond
statement.
to.
I don't want to discuss with him anymore. I am only making my last statement. I am not going to discuss anymore with Yusuf. So my second point is that Yusuf has no problem that Sayyida Maryam Salamun Alayha, she is moving around with a na-mahram, okay, without nikah. He has no problem with that. He has no problem that they are finding this guy Yusuf the carpenter to marry with Maryam, and they were trying to conceal and hide something. It is clearly been produced, and he has no problem with that. Okay, this is already a clear for every Muslim that having this kind of concept or this kind of image of Sayyida Maryam Salamun Alayha, it has already been proven in the beginning. That's why I said in the beginning, we are done with Yusuf right from the beginning, because he conceded that yes, she did all of that. And last point is this. He is saying that where Quran says that don't quote Bible. Brothers, told you multiple times that Quran is the muhaymin. Quran is the guardian of the previous scripture. And when Mirza Ghulam is using Bible and he is leaving the Quran on the side, what was he doing? Adnan Bhai said this thing repeatedly. It is not that he was trying to fill the gap of information. No. He was using as authority to the Bible, to the gospel. I gave 3 examples. I want to just quickly point out. My point is Mirza Ghulam used Bible as the authority over Quran. What is the example? He said that Isa was on the cross. Quran says he wasn't. Mirza said that Hawariyun, they betrayed Jesus. Quran says Hawariyun, they are the role model for us. Okay. Point number 3. He said that we have Yusuf the carpenter. We have Zakaria. So it is not only using the Bible. The point I am making is Mirza Ghulam used Bible as the authority of the Quran. He rejected the Quranic narrative on the basis of the Bible. That's the point Adnan is making since beginning.
Al-Yamani, can I want to
So
I
speak
am done
now.
with
yeah. Okay.
I want to
So here's
speak
the
now.
thing. Listen, what do you call it? I'll give you the time to speak. However, this will be your last thing because it's very evident that the brothers no longer wish to engage with you. So we'll give you a couple of minutes to make your to address what you wish to address and close up, inshallah.
What I was going to address is just very simple. And instead of the two of them, Al-Yamani, I want to call you to witness over a particular statement I made earlier on. And I'm going to call you to witness. If I didn't make this statement, then you can say I didn't. But if I made it, you'll be the witness to it. That's the Quran, the Prophet Hadrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salatu wassalam made reference to the contents of the Bible in discussion with non-Muslims. Did I make this statement or not?
I don't believe you did.
Okay. If you don't, then I am now making it again. That all those references, all those contents are in relation to discussion with non-Muslims. And when you are discussing with non-Muslims, you only discuss basically based on what is in the content of their book. Many a time it will indicate to you that this statement I've made, I'm making it on the basis of this belief of theirs and that belief of theirs. Now, that is for the aspects of things that you may not find in the Holy Quran. As for the things that you can find in the Holy Quran, if at all it makes any reference to the Bible, it makes it as a point to prove the truth of the Holy Quran. One of it, which he made mention, was that the Prophet ﷺ talked about the things that happened in the lifetime of Jesus. I can tell you in almost 10 books of the Prophet ﷺ, which I have read, he had made the basis of the sufferings of Hadrat Isa ﷺ from the Holy Quran. Now, if the Holy Quran is made the basis, I can show you now, if the Holy Quran is made the basis of that, then proving from the Bible that these narratives are correct because they support the verses of the Holy Quran, no one can now make the supporting references the basis because the Holy Quran is the basis.
Okay.
I hope my statement is clear. If you are going to respond to it, it has to be one after the other, because if he had made this statement one after the other, I could have said that, okay, this particular statement you made, let's prove it.
We got the point. We got the before he leaves, I have one last question from him. He said Mirza was using the Bible to talk to the non-Muslims. Okay, tell me where the Bible says that Mary was hanging around with Joseph before marriage.
It's a good question.
Your question again?
So where in the Bible does it mention that Joseph and Mary used to hang out with each other prior to
marriage?
Prior to marriage.
Evidently, I've told you I do not take the word hanging around. Now, if we look into the narrative of the Bible,
okay,
being together.
I'm just
being together. Whatever you take from Pirna. Listen, whatever
let
you
me respond.
From Pirna. Listen now. Deliberately, you're not going to listen to my question. Whatever meaning you take from Pirna, okay, in the Urdu language, Pirna means going around, hanging around. Okay, whatever meaning you take. Where does the Bible say that Mary used to pair with Joseph the carpenter?
Am I to speak now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to quote from the Bible. So you just wait a bit.
You're going to quote something before marriage, they used to hang around with each other, yeah?
That's the what's it called? Joseph was with Mariam
Before marriage. Yes? Yes or no?
I'm just pulling off the reference. I mean,
No.
I'm not memorizing Bible. Come on. If it is from the Holy Quran, it is better.
Yeah.
Save,
Go on.
save the time. It's not there.
So you're going to show us a reference that Mary and Joseph used to be together in whatever capacity before marriage. You have no idea the implication of this statement. You have no idea. You Qadianis and Mirza clearly didn't care because he was a disbeliever anyway. He didn't care. But you Qadianis have no idea the implication of this statement.
Okay. I mean, I couldn't pull out the reference for now, but I will have to make an indication. Do you mean that? No. I'm just going to wait. I first want to make an indication. Do you mean that Joseph and Mary did not exist together before marriage?
I am asking you.
Okay, let's pull out Matthew chapter 1, verse 18 to 19.
Okay. Read.
Okay, the statement said that. Oh, come on. Oh, why this is closing up?
Matthew chapter 1.
Verse 18 to 19.
Okay. Read. I'll read it now. Matthew
1:18.
Now,
Okay.
the birth of Jesus Christ was on the wise when, as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with the child of the Holy Ghost. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, was minded
Joseph, her
to
husband.
put her away
Joseph,
privately.
Hello. Wait. You're wasting your time. Joseph, her husband. Yes, you read it. The Bible says he was already her husband. I'm talking about before marriage, hanging around what Mirza claimed before marriage.
Before marriage?
Yes.
When I presented a reference to you the other time, didn't you say it was Israeliyat?
Brother, are you
wait?
dumb?
Wait.
Hello. Are you deliberately playing dumb or are you actually dumb? Which one is it?
Wait, Ali Yemeni, let me call you to a witness to something before I respond to him.
No. Listen.
No.
Please.
Listen. Answer my question. Is there a reference in the Bible that shows you that Joseph and Mary were together in whatever capacity, however, before marriage?
The previous accusation was quoting Israeliyat, right?
Not that I believe in
No,
I don't
that's-
believe in this narrative. I don't.
I don't
Even
say
that
you
narrative
believe in it.
doesn't support you.
I don't say you
Even
believe
that
in
narrative
it.
does not support you. It
Ali
doesn't
Yemeni,
say. It doesn't say the things
let me
Mirza
say this to
attributed
you.
to Mary and Joseph.
Let me say this to you.
Hey, what do you
When
call it?
I
Matthew-
quoted from
we're talking about this reference now. You're going back to something that's already past.
He's wasting time.
So
come on, Ali Yemeni.
Do you have
let me respond to you directly. Come on.
But
if you start doing like this, then how do we prove anything from our side as well?
Khalas, Yamani, I'm done with it.
You see, you are not going to allow me to respond, not so?
No.
Alhamdulillah, the world can see. We have response, but they don't allow us to say. No, don't ever say.
Thank you.
Yusuf.
Bye-bye.
Yusuf.
Okay, send him away,
before I let you go, you responded to Adnan's question quite directly, I might add, and you try to provide a reference. Now, the reference that you provided, Matthew chapter 1, verses 18 to 19, does not state what was asked for. Right? It doesn't say that. But we'll leave it here because obviously, like I said,
No,
the brothers are...
I'm not done with it.
No. Halas. Okay, look, it's
No, I'm
clear.
not done with it because I'm still going to give more
No,
references.
that's it. Yusuf, that's it. Next time, inshallah, right? Because as of now, the panelists don't want to engage with you. And then if you come back in and you've already had your time, and then Adnan asked the question, you responded to it. Let's end it here for now.
The chance of your last statement before going.
I already have done that. I've already done that.
No. I'm yet to say.
No. I've already done that.
Lillahi alaikum.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yemeni, let's.
Al-Yemeni, please be sincere. Be very just on this matter.
You're being very
Be very just on this matter. No, you haven't. You may cut me off, but it is very
Yemeni?
obvious that you didn't allow me to say.
I've already said to you. I've given you the time.
No.
Hold on. No. Yusuf. Prior to Adnan asking you that final question, I gave you the last say,
and you made him ask a question after that. If
yeah,
that was
but then no. So then your final say was already done. But then he asked the question, and I gave you the time to respond to him.
No,
right?
it wouldn't have been fair because if he has asked another question, there could be a further response from me.
Hold on a second. You're telling me now that it was unfair of me to give you the time to respond to his last question. That's what you're telling me right now.
No, what you initially called, you said you gave me the last chance. If I was to speak, fine.
I gave you.
And afterwards, immediately you allow him to ask a question. That means a topic is created.
No, it's not a topic that's created.
A topic is created. Okay, a subtopic is created. A question was created.
Yusuf, that's it.
Something was created.
Yusuf, no. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Okay.
Okay, according to you, well,
no. That's it. I'm gonna put you.
But I just requested for a single moment.
Okay, you know what? I tried to let you go in a very respectful way, but